My friends, tomorrow is finally spring, and if you've been living in a winter hellscape the way that I have, then chances are you are not only looking forward to the warmer weather, but you are also wondering, what are we gonna wear? A past version of me would have at this point already been going to the thrift stores, shopping online, maybe going to the mall, but not anymore, because this year we are making a spring capsule wardrobe. Now you may be wondering, do you need a whole new spring wardrobe? And the answer to that is no. This is not a whole new spring wardrobe. This is a capsule wardrobe. This is 10 pieces that I have planned that will work really well together or work with the clothes that I already have in my closet. I'm gonna be taking you through the plan today, what I actually wanna make, and then over the subsequent weeks, we will be making those garments and I will be sharing them with you. And now onto the patterns, let's get into it. First up on my list is the Genra shirt from Judy Patterns. I really love the low neckline. I love that kind of style collar. I think it's really feminine. I think button-up shirts and blouses are great in that you can kind of use them all year round depending on the fabric, but I would really like to make this in a lightweight shirting that will be perfect for spring and summer. I have quite a few in my stash that I want to get into that I've had sitting around for a while, and I just haven't made a ton of shirts, and I think that this is a skill that I'm like really ready to explore. Number 2 is the Clo bias skirt from Soften Studio, and everyone who I've seen made this looks like a perfect angel. I initially saw it on DIY Daisy. Because it's cut on the bias, it naturally hugs the curves, and lately, I don't know, especially for spring and summer, but just in general, I've been finding I'm moving away from like overly oversized silhouettes. So while it is a longer skirt, it does like really hug the hips. Still adds a nice movement. I think in a satiny, silky fabric, it would be really, really pretty. You can kind of dress it up and add like a little matching cami or something. Or in linen, it's a bit more casual, but I think, yeah, overall, great staple. I really want to get on this, I think, soon, because I think it's going to be quite easy to make, but really effective too. Like, I love it. Okay, moving on. Number 3 is the Mitchell trouser, and I recently have brought in a few pairs of trousers into my wardrobe that I purchased, but I'm ready to up my trouser game by making a pair myself. But something that is a bit lighter and more appropriate for spring and summer would be so nice in the wider leg version. Plus, I love the ties at the side of the Mitchell trouser. I think with the little D-ring, it just adds such a nice little touch. And I've seen people make the straps super long so that it just adds this like really interesting dimension to the trousers and makes the straps even more of a design feature, because you don't need them super long. They just look so cool like that. So that is something that I really have my eye on and want to make. I'm fully committed to the trouser game. Mitchell trousers, let's go. Still on the topic of bottoms, or specifically pants, are the Helene jean from Anna Allen, and I not only have these cut out, but I have them partially sewn. I am doing a hack that I see a lot on Instagram. I think it's inspired by Rudy Jude, which is a slow fashion designer. It's got the double front sort of like knee patches with the contrast top stitching, and that's what I'm doing for my Helene jeans. For spring, I've really noticed I want to focus on clothes with a lot of details, and that's why I wanted to do this hack, because in the winter we're so covered up, but in the spring there is a lot more freedom for kind of wearing things with details that don't get lost in, you know, big parkas or scarves and all that stuff. So that's why I wanted to do the little knee patch hack with the top stitching details. I think that it just adds a little bit of dimension, and I can already see myself wearing this with the Genra shirt and having that be just like such a nice combination. So hopefully they work out. I've heard really good things about this pattern, so fingers crossed. Number 5 is the crossover dress by Puff and Pencil. I had a few friends on Instagram make this dress. My friend Allie made it and posted it, and I think that it just looked so cool. I'm imagining wearing this with like little tie-up sandals that will work really nicely with the little ties on the dress itself. I think black is just a perfect choice, but I can also see this in sort of like a creamy or like a sort of beigey grayish like washed linen, or like a washed like viscose linen, something textured but it doesn't take away the details from the dress, because it is quite simple, but I also think that the simplicity and sort of minimalism of it is really nice. And then you've got those little side ties. I would love to see this as a top as well. I think that that could be really impactful and also look great with, you know, any of the bottoms that I've posted so far. I love how it could be kind of like architectural looking as a top. I'm so excited about this one. Yeah, it's a beauty. Number 6 is the Senna dress from Piar. I think having some knit dresses is really nice. I also like that a dress like this is really versatile. I could make this now and wear it sort of now that it's a bit colder, but I could take the sleeves off and have it as a spring dress. I could also have it as a little tank top and remove the sleeves and just cut the lower part of the dress off. There's so many good options for a pattern like this, and I think it's really important to try and get as much mileage as possible out of your patterns and out of your wardrobes. I think it's a very pretty knit dress. I really like the underbust details. I kind of like that fit and flare style. I think this one is going to be pretty high on my list, and I have the perfect fabric for it. It's just a lovely little staple, but with an added twist. Number 7 is the bumper jumpsuit from Open Studio Patterns. I really like this one. I love the kind of camp collar. I do think it's a great jumpsuit pattern. It's a bit more sort of like flexible feeling than a typical jumpsuit, and I think my issue with a lot of like boiler suits or jumpsuits is that they just feel like there's so much fabric, which isn't necessarily that great for spring. So I think this one really works well because it's got the short sleeves. I personally find short sleeves really versatile. I wear long sleeves underneath them all the time in the fall or winter, and then for the spring, you know, you just put a little light coat over and that's all good to go. Number 8 is the Tata twist top from Gracie Steele, and this is a new one that's come out. It's a knit pattern. It has got the little twisty front, as it suggests in the name, with a keyhole under the bust. It's a nice fitted tank top. I have quite a few knit fabrics that I would love to make a couple of these with. I think just having those like really nice basic like staple tops, but also they have a little bit of added interest to them. I really like this one. I think it's really accessible for beginners as well and would be a great sort of introduction to summer tops or summer knits. Number 9 is the Lark frock from Lydia and Naomi Studio. I think this is so pretty. I love a keyhole detail. I really like the neckline, and I do really like how it sits at the shoulders. This is one that I'm not 100% sure at the sleeves though. I may sort of make the sleeve longer if I do make this dress, and I really would like to. I love the fit around the bodice and a bit of like that like flare skirt. That's a fit that I know is super flattering on me personally, and I have a few really great fabrics that I would love to make this dress with. I've had a few friends online who've made it and look really beautiful. I think the gathering at the neckline is super cool. The gathering under the bust is really nice. I kind of do wonder about making it sleeveless. That's something that is a bit intriguing to me, but I think something would need to change in the sleeve because I don't love like a cap sleeve or something that is like super tight around my bicep. I just don't find that it's really flattering on that part of my arm. And you know, flattery is whatever it is, but I just don't like how that looks on me personally. Number 10 is the September jacket by Merchant & Mills. This is one that has been out for a little while, and there are some really great versions out there. I would definitely do it unlined because it is for spring and I don't think it is necessary to have it lined. I also could, you know, use it in the fall and just layer underneath it. So maybe making it slightly oversized so that I can fit a sweater underneath it in the fall. Again, we're going for that like multi-use wherever possible, even though this is a spring capsule technically. I will say that I'm not necessarily like dead set on the September coat. If you have a lightweight jacket that you've made in the past that you think would be something that I should look at, please let me know. I really love these planning videos for information sharing. And if you want to watch more planning videos, then click the video right here. You will be taken to my latest planning video before this one. Now have a good one. I'll see you next time. Bye.